Singapore. It has great food, a world-class airport, interesting culture, and, as we find out in this video, quite a lot to do as a tourist. Sit back and relax as we show you what this city has to offer.
First stop of the day is Merlion Park.
The Merlion is said to be the symbol of Singapore, and this 70-ton concrete statue of one brings thousands of people every day to come get a picture with it. It's completely free, and it's definitely worth a stop.
We are truly enjoying our time here in Singapore so much. Right from the jump, first impressions is that this is probably the most modern architecturally and also the most technologically advanced country that we have been to so far, and we are loving it.
Literally so stoked to be here finally. I can't even believe it. On the internet and stuff, we look at photos, but to actually be here, it's just kind of wild. I don't think I've really wrapped my mind around that yet. Some first impressions are just how clean and safe it is. Like, I don't feel like we have to watch our pockets at all. And there's no litter anywhere. I'm pretty sure that has a large part to do with the laws here. There are huge fines if you're caught littering, I think up to like $2,000. And if it's a big enough piece of trash, I think you actually have to appear in front of a court, which is a bit different for us Westerners, especially being from the US. There are nowhere near that strict of laws for littering. But one thing's for certain, that it makes for a really, really clean city. All right, now we're going to the Marina Bay Sands. It's supposedly huge. Let's find out all we can do there.
The Marina Bay Sands is basically a standalone city. It's a hotel, casino, and a multi-tiered high-end shopping complex. The Gardens by the Bay is a popular site for both nature and architecture lovers. The two dome-shaped buildings, called the Cooled Conservatories, are home to flowers from all over the world. And the super trees are massive abstract structures that are often seen in any picture of the Singapore skyline. The Gardens by the Bay is so cool. There's green everywhere, so many trees, and there's even modern architecture intertwined within the plants.
I've never seen buildings that look like trees like that. They go wild with the architecture in Singapore.
I definitely enjoyed my time here at the Gardens, and this is kind of what I expected Singapore to be like. A mix of modern with like trees and foliage, etc. And it did not disappoint. I enjoyed it. On top of the 3 hotel towers is a ship-like structure called the Sky Park, which is longer than the Eiffel Tower is tall.
What a building. This thing is absolutely insane. I've never seen anything like it. And I'm pretty sure it's actually the most expensive resort like ever made. We're gonna go up it.
Just get a room for around $600 USD a night, and you can swim in the largest elevated pool in the world with an amazing view of the Singapore skyline. Or pay $20 as a guest and take the elevator up to the top like we did. This skywalk is crazy. It's literally a 180-degree view of Singapore. You can see almost every building. You can see the ocean going on for miles, boats, the trees. So pretty.
Walking around these streets, it's really easy to forget how big Singapore truly is, but like looking at it from above and seeing how many skyscrapers are literally everywhere, you realize how many people truly live here. I think it's over 5 million. I'll put it on the screen and double check later, but there's a lot of people in this country.
So this is the first touristy thing that Wyatt and I actually paid for, and it was 40 Singaporean dollars for the both of us, which is pricey, but this view is amazing, and we're only in Singapore for a very short amount of time, so it was worth it for us. And cue the cheesy video that we got included with our tickets.
So to get food here in Singapore, you go to these hawker style markets. It's like a covered cafeteria kind of style, and they have a bunch of different stands. And what's lovely about Singapore is because it's so diverse, you can get all sorts of food. Like there's a Japanese store, there are often Indian ones, there's Malaysian stands, and there's a ton of Chinese food. So this has kind of become like our favorite place to eat ever, like the best food we've had in any country we've ever been to, because there's so much variety, it's so good, and it's so authentic.
I'm so excited for my noodles. I had never been to a hawker market before until coming to Singapore, and I love it. It is literally like a US college dining hall with the table set up and all the different places you can eat, and then the dishwashing station in the center. You can get all different types of food for very cheap and very fast. It is awesome. Yum.
Okay, I just wanted to add on a few more things. One, I think it's super cool that there are people in these hawker centers from like all walks of life. You have elderly people all the way to young children. I also wanted to second what Rika said about the price. This whole meal was like $3. That one was like $4 US. And lastly, we're really trying to figure out how to use chopsticks. They have offered forks to us when they see we're struggling, but we're really trying to blend in with the locals here and use their utensils.
Yeah, you can't not go to anywhere in Asia and not use chopsticks,
Exactly.
right?
And the next stop of the day is Sentosa.
So we made it to Palawan Beach, and after walking around Sentosa for a bit, we're starting to realize that it's a really kitschy place. It's got a lot of amusement parks, beaches, families everywhere spending time together, restaurants. It's a really fun place to hang.
After all this exploring of Singapore, it is refreshing to come out to Sentosa and see all of these families having fun. It's nice to see that like Singapore has its kind of outlet, its little island where people can go vacation, blow off steam, and just relax a little bit.
Sentosa.
Love, how do you feel? You are at the bottom of Asia, continental Asia. Any thoughts? Congratulations.
Crazy. So exciting.
Do you feel like, has your life changed at all?
Mind blowing.
Is it gonna be before southern point of continental Asia and after southern point of continental? Is that how your life's gonna be divided?
It just might. Just might.
Okay, well, we'll tune in with you later to see how that's going.
There are literally so many cargo ships. It's crazy. If I'm not mistaken, Singapore is a huge trading country, and so that's probably why.
So apparently Sentosa could have been an oil refinery, and I'm really glad that they made it into this sort of playgroundy fun island, because at least for me, it's kind of completed the picture of Singapore. Like, it's not only this business place, this place of trade. I mean, it's also where people live. Families grow up here, and without here, I don't think I would have really fully comprehended that. Last up is the Changi Airport here in Singapore, also known as the best airport in the world.
We're gonna spend the next 30 hours here to see all that this airport has to offer. See you in the next video.
Subscribe, peace out.